I'm back. Hi guys, did you miss me? Yeah, I was away for a while. Things happened, so how you been? You doing good? Okay, so I've been away. Why have I been away? Well, I look a bit different from the last time you saw me. I was sick. I was very sick. I still am sick, but I got really sick over Christmas, and about 11 days into the new year, ended up back in hospital. This time they actually took me in, because, you know, let's face it, I did not look good, people. And my body had completely started to shut down and lose function. For those of you who don't know, still have, I'm in remission, gastroparesis, which is where your stomach completely shuts down and stops intaking food and drink and things like that. I also have EDS and some other things I discovered while in hospital. Let's see, a rundown of what happened. It's a flipping long story, and if you would like me to go into more detail at any point, actually I might, because to document what happened for my own head would probably be good, because I don't remember some of it, and the stuff I do remember might change over time. But basically, a few days into the new year, I called the ambulance out a couple of times. The last time, finally, we decided to go in because I was just in complete shutdown. I couldn't drink, couldn't eat, couldn't do other functions, and I needed to go into hospital, so I went in. But I went in when it was co-black. It was just jam-packed, so I hung out for a couple of hours in a corridor. Literally, it's just a hallway. They turned a hallway into kind of a ward, and I was put on a drip. And they realised my heart was going ridiculously fast, and other stuff. They took blood tests, and all my levels were like ridiculously low. So this is where I'm vague, because apparently I don't remember like 3 or 4 days of first going in there, because the levels in my brain were completely off. So I went. I was admitted, and I stayed in. I was admitted to, I think I went straight onto a gastro ward, and they put me on drips and electrolytes and a blood transfusion, because apparently I had like zilch, iron, blood, whatever in me. Again, this is all fuzzy. I don't remember most of this. I've been told most of this by family and friends that were with me at the time. So that happened, and that continued to happen for a few days, and then we attempted to put a tube down me to try and feed me. I have said before that this probably wouldn't work, but it was literally dire straits at this point. If we didn't put one down, I was a goner. My organs were shutting down, yada yada yada. So we attempted. I had a tube put down, and we left it down there. We didn't put any food down there. We just kind of left it. I'm going into way too much detail here. It's gonna, yeah. Anyway, tube went down, brought me back to life that way. Then I had a heart problem. Then I had pneumonia. Then I got moved. No, then I got pneumonia, and then I had a heart problem. I'm rambling. So then I had pneumonia. I got a heart problem. I was moved to cardio. Almost died, by the way, a couple of times. That was fun. I was almost sent to ICU, but luckily some antibiotic kicked in literally like just in time, so I didn't have to go to ICU and be put on a ventilator, because that's my worst nightmare. Let's see what else has happened. so much. But long and the short, I'm not cured. I am in treatment. And I've got my weight back up, as you can see. My puffy cheeks are back. Everything's back. A lot of physio, because obviously I'd been in bed for like 6 months and not moved, and lost a lot of my muscle, so my body is just screwed. So the weight I have put on is not really good weight. It's everything's good weight, to be honest, but it's not muscle weight. We now have to kind of change up the muscle ratio in my body, but Obviously, I'm not cured, but I'm healthier again. I'm out of danger now, and we know what's wrong with me now, but which is gastroparesis and a heart problem. But it was not easy, that we say, to be in there. It wasn't easy to finally get in, but while I was in there, I was threatened with being sectioned multiple times because of my illness and the way it looked. But I was very lucky. My family and my friends was there to help me, and I'm just so grateful to be here in the condition I am in, because if I had continued in that, well, I couldn't have continued in that condition. I wouldn't have wanted to. It was dreadful, and when I had double pneumonia, it was very, very scary. That was incredibly scary. I literally thought I was drowning. I had a cold one night, and then within 12 hours, both my lungs were full of fluid, and I was septic, and I was circling the drain. That was a very scary couple of days to come out of it. I don't remember much from being in it. People are telling me bits for me to process slowly, because I don't want to take it all at once. Sorry. Apparently I'm emotional. It's all a big jumble, but I'm back. Hi. I'm still here. You can't get rid of me that quickly. I'm so very grateful to everybody who sent me messages and sent me love and everything. I'm just kind of processing, working my way through it, trying to get back up to health. Obviously, you can't come back from this and be well within 5 minutes. There's going to be a lot of rehab. Apparently I'm friggin' rare. They want to do a medical journal on me. I'm that strange. The illness that I had is that rare. It was, here we go. Let's see if I can say this. Nutritional... blah, blah, blah. It's a tongue twister. Nutritionally based diet... No, that's not it either. Diuretic cardio... Oh, bum. Dilated cardiomyopathy. I can't pronounce it. I'm on so many drugs that I had to give nicknames for, because every time the doctors would come in to check what drugs I was in, they would ask me, and I would just... I gave them nicknames. Like, I've got Ivor the Engine is one of them, and, like... I can't remember what the other ones are called, but I'm so bad with names. I just made it up while I was going in there. But seriously, I'm so very grateful, because I could have been a goner there. I was a goner there, so to still be here is a privilege. To have friends who made it through, to have my family, good Lord, gave up their lives to get me through this, and I could never repay them ever. They saved my life because they noticed. I had pneumonia and called in the doctor, and if she hadn't, I dread to think what would happen, because of course there's not enough doctors in the hospital to notice if somebody's going downhill sometimes. It's not their fault, there's just not enough funding. Again, with the nurses, there's just not enough funding. God bless the nurses. I don't know how they put up with it. I couldn't stay in there any longer. I ended up discharging myself because I just had to come home. But I don't know how they do it every day. They are godsend, so I'm just so very grateful. But yeah, that's a short update that isn't so short of I'm still here, I'm still banging about, and hopefully life will get back to normal a little bit, and I'll start making videos again about life and pursuit of happiness and music and books and poetry and God knows what else. I miss you guys so much. I hope you guys are all well, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.